Hello, my name's George Dellar and I've been a qualified acupuncturist for the last 15 years. So today I'm going to show you techniques to cure plantar fasciitis, that heel pain that's incredibly debilitating, annoying condition that affects young and old alike. Particularly prone to runners and sports people. A lot of heel pain is caused by plantar fasciitis. That is when the ligament that runs from under the heel along the sole of the foot becomes swollen, and over time it hurts and it stops you doing all sorts of activities. Even walking can be incredibly painful. Well, the good news is you don't have to put up with the pain. Okay, so this is an exercise you can do. Use the bottom stair in your house. If you haven't got a stair, use a book or something similar to this. Make sure you've got something to hold on to. Stand on the platform with your heels hanging off the edge of the stair, or in this case the book. And what I want you to do is stretch this part of your calf all the way down into the heel. But we're not going to do a full stretch. We're only going to do a stretch that's 75% of your total ability to stretch. So when I say that, that's a complete stretch. That's really letting my heels fall towards the floor. I don't want you to do that. What you need to do is stretch 75% of your capacity. And once you've got into that stretch, you stay there for 30 seconds. Make sure you hold on to something so you're safe. And feel that nice pulling on the back of the calf all the way down into the heel. No more than 30 seconds, come out of it. Importantly, the other thing I don't want anybody to do is bounce into this stretch. So there's a temptation to really give it a good push and you bounce such as that. Really poor thing to do. What you need to do is, in summary again, stand on your step, allow the heels to fall towards the floor, about 75% of your total ability to stretch that part, and stay there for 30 seconds. So it's important to relieve the pressure in the front muscles of the leg, this anterior tibialis here. It needs to get longer, so in order to do that we need to stretch the toes away. You can put your own heel on your other leg and pull the toes quite strongly towards you, so you will feel the stretch and the pull along this part of your shin. This exercise needs to be done about 15 times. So you pull the toes away, release, pull the toes away, and so on. Do it 15 times. It's really almost immediately relieving to the undersole of the foot, because what it's doing is allowing the stretch that's on the underside of the foot, this plantar fasciitis, to be less acute by allowing the front of the foot to open up. Also, what we can do is cross-fibre massage the calf muscle itself. Now, these muscles here, if too tight, will put pressure onto the Achilles tendon. Now, by massaging these muscles, you can actually get the pressure taken away from this Achilles tendon, which in turn again takes pressure away from this heel. So when I say cross fibre, it's like wringing out a dishcloth. You literally get your fingers and roll the calf muscle out to the side as far as you can, all the way around, rolling the muscle out and then rolling it around. So this time I'm going to use my thumbs and bring the thumbs this way into the calf muscle. And let's just turn the chair a bit so you can see me doing that from a different direction. So we're pulling the calf muscle in this direction several times, and then again this way. That in itself will relieve the tension and the tight tonus in this muscle to a degree. Later on the bed I'm going to show you some techniques with what's called a percussion machine that's very effective at relaxing this muscle as well. In order to relax these off and get less tension on the Achilles tendon. I'm using a percussion instrument here. In a moment I'm going to show you a massage technique, so if you don't have an instrument such as this, you can do it via massage. This is great because it vibrates very, very gently. You can change the intensity of it, and it has some heat pads which warm up the muscle nicely. Start very gently and go up and down the calf. Let the machine do the work, don't press in too hard. And work away until you feel the calf muscle is relaxing. If you find little areas on the calf muscle, you can palpate them that are sinewy and tight. Put one side of the percussion instrument into it and just work away at that particular area, trying to relax off every aspect of the calf muscle all the way down to the Achilles tendon. It's very relaxing to receive. Do both calves, even if the plantar fasciitis is only in one foot. Okay, so a lot of you won't have a percussion instrument, so another way to relax off the muscles in the back of the leg, these calf muscles, is to put some oil on, which I've already done, and massage away, doing cross-fiber type techniques, which we showed you earlier when I was sitting in the chair. So pushing the thumbs through the back of the calf in one direction and pulling back in the other direction with the fingers. Very relieving and pleasant to receive. Up and down the calf, concentrating around where the Achilles tendon inserts into the calcaneus, this heel bone here. Really strong finger pressure through this part in order to lengthen the whole of the calf muscle down to where the Achilles tendon inserts into the heel. Objective here is, of course, if this is longer, there's going to be less pull on the back of the heel, and it's going to allow the plantar to sit in a more comfortable position on the underside of the foot. I've treated plantar fasciitis with electroacupuncture for years, which has proved to be a fast and effective way to relieve the condition. Here we have 2 needles going into the medial side of the heel, and here 2 needles into the lateral aspect of the heel. The needles are positioned directly to the heart of the pain. So this could mean, for example, the position will vary slightly on the particular patient's presentation. Generally speaking though, they are in this area. There are also 2 needles placed into either side of the tendon that attaches to the posterior surface of the calcaneus, the heel bone, from the large calf muscles of the gastrocnemius, the plantaris, and the soleus. The electroacupuncture machine will send a small electric current, and this contracts and relaxes the sinews and the muscles very, very rapidly. The machine output is set to 30% of the total capacity. The needles need to be left in place for 15 to 20 minutes. It will feel intense for the patient for the first 1 or 2 minutes, then the sensation will gradually reduce to quite a low intensity. The lymphatic drainage will be strongly activated, and this area will drain away any extra fluid surrounding the inflamed plantar fascia. Remember to drink lots of water after this treatment. Also, blood supply will come to the area and is increased, and that will promote healing. The objectives achieved here includes relieving the pain, taking excess fluid away from the inflamed area, and bringing a good supply of blood to the area. When the patient first stands, the pain will be much relieved, and it's important not to behave as if the foot is completely healed, and to wait at least 24 hours before generally returning to normal activity. Do not try electroacupuncture yourself. This is for a professional acupuncturist to do. If they haven't done this procedure, you can show them this presentation, and it will describe how to insert the needles, where to put them, and in what intensity to use the electroacupuncture machine. Another thing you can do which really helps with the pain, very relieving, is you fill a bottle, plastic bottle, with water, put it in your freezer for a couple of hours until frozen, and you roll it up and down on the underside of your foot. It's important not to press too hard. Very easy to do, and I'd recommend you do it for 5 minutes twice a day. If you're going to do it for more than 5 minutes, it's important to put a cloth between your foot and the bottle in order to avoid freezer burn. Well, thank you for watching this presentation. I know if you follow the steps described here, your plantar fasciitis will improve. A few further tips I'd like to mention. With plantar fasciitis, like other inflammatory responses that you may have in your body, you need to make sure you're able to provide the right nutrients to the area. And this in turn means that you have to have a good diet. Lots of B5 in there. Good sources of B5 include brewer's yeast, corn, cauliflower, kale, tomatoes, peas, soya beans, sunflower seeds. B5's in lots of foods. Also egg yolks, broccoli, fish, shellfish, chicken and yogurt. They'd all be good. Or you may consider a B5 supplement, a short course for a couple of weeks, 5 ml for an adult daily. I'd also recommend 500 ml of magnesium supplement. You can get magnesium from your diet and things like seeds and nuts, bananas, dark leafy greens, but a supplement's very easy to do for a couple of weeks. Or you could try topical magnesium oil. You rub it directly into the affected area. These things can really help with the symptoms. And include fish oils in your diet. Exercise appropriately, try to avoid foods that will heat the internal environment of your body. So avoid coffee, basil, chilies, garlic, ginger, horseradish, lamb, mustard and pepper. Also, always stay well hydrated and drink water throughout the day. If you feel your plantar fasciitis is becoming sore again, stop the exercises that are contributing to its cause, if you can, and take the steps shown in this presentation to cure the problem. Don't wait for it to become too bad before taking action. So, I hope you've enjoyed this presentation and you found it helpful, and remember, if you want to include the acupuncture aspect into your treatment, make sure you only receive this from a qualified acupuncturist. Thank you for watching.